Hello everybody, and I'm going to start this video off by saying thank you very much for your patience, and 95% of you have been fantastic. Thank you all so very much. So, as the headline suggests of the video, hands through the fingers, I've come here today to release this video to talk about my health, what's been going on, and where we're going to go going forward. You can tell this might be a long video because I've written some notes. So I've got some notes in case I forget everything or bits and pieces that I wanted to say today. So I'm going to start off in the last 13 years, 14 years now. I've uploaded 9,600 videos. 90% of those are beer, 10% of those are kind of junk food, if you like, and it all come to a head. It all come to a crashing head. The warning signs have been there for 2.5 years. Started off like had to go and visit the doctor 2.5 years ago. I think it was October 21, I think it was. Doctor checked my prostate, the old knees to the chest job, roll over to the side type of thing. Prostate seemed okay, but he said you've got an overactive bladder. So I take these on a daily basis, probably for the rest of my life. This is not a sob story, this is not a violin thing, this is just me explaining where I've really been in January 2024, because I've tried quite successfully, I think, to get through this whole month with lots of food reviews, lots of non-alcoholic beer. But of course, I read the comments, I can see all the comments coming through. A lot of it is what's going on, no Stone Crow, no beer reviews, looks like you're doing dry January. Well, what happened? Where's my notes? First of all, I've started off, here's a note. Here's one of the top bullet points. I'm okay. I'm okay. I want to get that out the way first and foremost. I am okay. I'm 100% fighting fit. Positivity levels are through the roof. It's going to be a great year on the channel, it really will. Things are going to be going back to normal now, if you like. But yeah, lots of people were asking. I felt like the need to make this video. Lots of good comments, lots of people concerned, what's going on, you know, you okay mates, are you going to reveal all? The latest one was, are you going to reveal all the witching hour on Friday night Stone Crow Virtual Pub? Well, if I didn't make this video, probably. But I'm revealing all now. But there were a couple of negative comments, and I always say on the channel, I want to be as positive as I can. I want to be massively positive. But I had some comments over the last few weeks saying this channel's not what it was. There haven't been a beer review in a couple of weeks, and I kind of was taken aback a little bit by that, because of the amount of beers on the channel. There's over 9,000. There's over 9,000 beer reviews on the channel. If you want to take a look through all of my back catalogue, treat it like Netflix. Go through the back catalogue. You haven't just got to wait for today's beer review. This stuff where I was a young man reviewing Fuller's London Pride and Badger Ales and all these other wonderful stuff, Hen's Tooth, lots and lots of stuff on the channel. Lots of I've been to breweries, back at Shepherd Neame back in 2012, Brains. There's so much content on the channel. But yeah, thank you for all the positive comments. For the slightly negative comments, I'm back. And of course, we're okay. The last thing I put on the bullet point here, I'm going to bring that forward to now, and that is, if going forward you do see 2 food reviews in a day, and there's been no beer reviews, don't panic. I'm just giving my body a little bit of a rest. So let's get straight into why I needed the rest. So I've done 2 years solid. I worked it out without having a day off the beer. So 365 days times 2, that's 730 days drinking beer, reviewing beer on a daily basis without a break, literally 6 days a week. And then of course, on them days where you're not reviewing beer, you've got social events. I go to play snooker. I have a couple of pints playing snooker. It just kind of like Stone Crow Virtual Pub. It all just kind of like went into like 730 days solid of drinking beer. And it all of a sudden, fighting fit, positive. 2023, I was like, this is, going to be a positive year. And it was a great positive year. I'm glad I got to finish it. I signed off. I think I worked up until the 23rd of December, did all of my beer reviews, closed down for Christmas. I had enough beer reviews to get me through till between the 15th and the 20th of January. So I had planned to have about a week or so off, but that went on a little bit longer. But I was still able to post because I had a big back catalogue of beers to release on the channel. Anyway. I was planning on doing this as well while I was talking. I'm at the important bit. I want to get this important bit out of the way. So I got to the 23rd of December, broke off for Christmas, had a few drinks, Christmas Eve with a wife, nice and quiet, family, watching, I think we watched Die Hard, a few beers, pack of French Stubbies that I bought to do the Lidl and Aldi box set, drank some French Stubbies. Christmas Day, woke up, cooked, more beer, all day. Went to my parents' house in the night, met my brother-in-law, ended up playing drinking games. So drinking games, one of these things where, I can't remember the drinking games, but you know what drinking games are like drinking bottles of beer and whatnot. That finished about 12 o'clock at the night. Then we always, it's a family tradition, we always meet in the pub Boxing Day at 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock every single Boxing Day in the pub. So of course, finished at 12 o'clock in the night, Christmas night, 12 o'clock lunchtime, bang, I'm all showered, changed, I'm in the pub again. So playing pool in the pub, drinking some, I think I was drinking Brains SA, some Marston's Pedigree, playing pool, smashing the pool, feeling great, smashing the pool, beating everybody on the pool table, having lots of fun. My nephews and my brother-in-law and my dad came, and we just had a jolly good drink over Boxing Day. And then as that evening kind of wore on, for whatever reason, my brother-in-law started buying shots, and we were drinking shots, and it just hit a point where I woke up on the 27th. I was okay because my family arrived from Italy. My brother-in-law then arrived from Salisbury, and we went out on the 28th. Me and my brother-in-law went out on the 28th. 28th was here. We had a bit of a party here, drank loads of beer, lit the fire, lots of fun, another day on the booze. By the 29th, we went to Winter Wonderland in Cardiff. The women went shopping after that. Me and my brother-in-law were like, we're not going shopping. We went into the Cottage in Cardiff, lovely old Brains pub. More beer in there, meal, food, met up with them later, loads of meal, loads of food. Indian in the night, garlic chili chicken, great. It was the 30th. It was the 30th of December, and I literally still going. And I was watching, I remember like walking around the kitchen, holding my back, like stretching. Woke up in the morning, like stretching, like, oh, and it wouldn't go away. And then by that afternoon, I put the football score. I like watching the football scores on the telly, Sky Sports football, whatever it was. Watching the football scores roll through, and I'm like in pain now. In my stomach's hurting and like stomach cramps. And I've noticed, this is the graphic part. Hope you don't mind me saying this. I wasn't going to the toilet. Number 2 toilet. I wasn't going. So I was, by 5 o'clock, the football scores were just finishing. By 5 o'clock, I was in absolute agony, literally rolling round on the sofa, still stretching, trying to kind of like just alleviate. It felt like I had trap wind. And I just couldn't release the trap wind, but it was getting more painful. So took some painkillers. Painkillers kicked in, ate the leftovers from the Chinese from the day before, went to bed, 2 o'clock in the morning, woke up with this, like, again, trap wind, pain, stomach, round the back. I was like, oh, blimey neck, this is ridiculous. Like, so what I was finding was, ibuprofen was doing the trick. So I'm taking these ibuprofen now every 4 hours, because as soon as they were wearing off, flipping heck, the pain was excruciating. We did New Year's Eve, had a couple of beers with ibuprofen, probably shouldn't have done it. Then New Year's Day, my nephew turned 21. We were all back up the pub by 4 o'clock. Meeting in the pub at 4 o'clock, and then that went till about 1 or 2 in the morning, so about 10 hours drinking. But I was still taking ibuprofen, hiding it, still drinking beer, and still not going. This is like 3-4 days in now, still not going to the toilet. Normally, I am regular as clockwork, absolutely regular as clockwork. It's like, wake up in the morning, couple of sips of my coffee, I'm running up the stairs. Nothing. Pain, stomach. So anyway, they convinced me I need to go to the doctor. My sister-in-law thought that I had pancreas, septicemia. I can't think, where that little thing gets infected and it kind of explode. I can't remember what it was called. She thought I had that. Anyway, right, booked an appointment with a doctor, because I thought my time was, I really did. I don't like doctors, I don't like that sort of thing. I already thought, I've been on these now 2.5 years, these Tamsulosin. That's for my overactive bladder, peeing. And now I got problems with it, and I was thinking that, you know, this, I've overdone it type of thing. Goes and sees a doctor. He does this tapping thing on my kidneys. He was like, yeah, they seem okay. The kidneys seem okay. Did a little same thing, tapping away, doing this thing on my liver. Saying, nah, it all seems okay. He said, but you're constipated. And I thought, yeah, I know that. You're constipated. So he gave me these lactose flipping big massive box of this stuff. So he also says to me, you need to have a break, because I told him what I do for a job. They already knew, because I told them regarding the Tamsulosin, they already knew what I had for a job, so they looked through my notes, and it was a case of, you need a break. And I thought to myself, oh, I have got enough videos till the 20th, but I'm going to hit a problem when I hit around the 20th of January. So that's what's happened really. I've been doing lots of if you notice, it's about the 20th of January, I started doing lots of non-alcoholic beers and lots of food reviews. Some days was just food reviewed after food review. But what I've noticed, I'm recording this video on the 30th of January 2024. what I've noticed, 29 days without any alcohol whatsoever. Of course, all of that kind of stuff, all the constipation, all that stuff went away in the first week. There's still stuff on my notes I wanted to talk about. So one of the biggest things were, there's a joke, there's like a long running joke with brewery owners, brewers, people like me who blog about the industry. Long running joke is, oh, my kidneys, whoa, you know, I need to get my kidneys a rest, oh, my kidneys are hurting. Long running joke. And I remember being at beer festivals in the summer, Brewland and Camera GBBF, and the most important one was the one in the cigar factory, the old tobacco dock place, London Craft Beer Festival. I remember speaking to a brewer there, and I was like, oh, I gotta have a rest. I've gotta have a rest soon. This was August. I need to have a rest. And he was saying, I need to have a rest too. My kidneys are screaming at me, he said. And I was like, me too. I've got exactly the same thing. My kidneys, I can feel it around the sides, hurting. So that was August. So I carried on working from August till January, but it finally, like, it felt like a pack of cards. All kind of crashing down. And the biggest thing for me was it felt like at the beginning, that first week, like I was a cheap Chinese satellite coming back through the Earth's atmosphere and breaking up. I was literally breaking up in the atmosphere. But right now, January the 30th, 2024, I feel amazing. I've done my 6 mile walk every day, carried on doing that. Positivity levels are now absolutely, they were high anyway. I'm quite a positive person. Now they're like sky high. But what I've noticed is my creativity levels have gone up. This is the weirdest thing. I'm quite creative anyway. I'll come up with different videos for YouTube, different things, you know, stuff going on out there, whatnot. I'm quite a creative person anyway, but the last, I'd say 20 days, my creativity levels have gone through the roof. Like, they're just thinking about all these, like what can I do with a channel and this, and I suppose that brings me nicely to where I want to finish, and that is, everything is going back to normal. I put a community post up on YouTube, I think the first Stone Crow virtual pub, saying, I'm not doing dry January, I'm going to come back. But I just couldn't. I just couldn't come back to the Stone Crow virtual pub because I just wasn't feeling up to it, if you like. But yeah, so the Stone Crow virtual pub will be up Friday. That'll be back to normal. I've had a whole month off the beer, so my beer reviews will be coming back to normal. And going forward, the channel won't change. It won't change because I love beer too much. I love beer too much for it to change. I think I've had a long enough break. I think 30 days, 31 days is long enough. It was never my intention. It just happened that it was January that my body was screaming at me to do, and the doctor to have a month off the beer. And it was just a big Christmas. It was just a big Christmas. Lots of 21st birthdays, Boxing Day, Christmas Day, just people coming from abroad to stay with us here. My brother-in-law coming from Salisbury to visit us here in Wales. It was just every day. It was like boom, 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 boom. And Christmas is like that. But it took me over the edge, if you like. While I'm talking, I planned on getting these open and talking whilst I was chatting, but it's from Best of British Beer. Check them out. bestofbritishbeer.co.uk. This is the February box, so you'll be seeing some of these beers in February. Cryo Lake, Burnside Brewery. I'll be quick. Allsops Pale Ale, done. Great beer that. Sky Black. This is from Isle of Skye Brewing. Looks good. Dead Canary IPA. I know that one very well. Glamorgan. Wrecker. It's a Simon Buckley beer. Evan Evans. Another good beer. And a Good Old Boy. So lots of these beers have been reviewed on the channel, but we might revisit them. Why not? Oh, Good Old Boy was done recently though, wasn't it? So yeah, the channel's going back to normal. I'll be doing a beer review every day, and I will be doing a food review every day. And I plan for 2024 to do lots and lots of blooming going out visiting bars and pubs and cities. I want to do Birmingham, I want to do Hereford, I want to do Leeds, I want to do Manchester, Liverpool, I want to do all of these places. So that's coming back. But as I said, if there's a day, or if I don't do the Stone Crow one Friday, it's because I just need a little break. Probably be doing it 9 times out of 10, probably 10 times out of 10, because I like doing the Stone Crow Virtual Pub. But if you don't see a beer review in a morning or in an afternoon, and you see 2 food reviews in a day, don't worry. It probably just means that I'm having a little bit of a rest, and I'll be back very, very soon with more kind of food review, beer reviews. We got lots of beers coming. We got lots of beers from Denmark coming. We got some American beer. We got some Schürlenkeller from Germany. We got these beers I've just shown you now. We've got some Brew 61 beers going on. We got some Vog beers going on. I plan on doing more of the versus battles with the lagers. What I'm trying to say is it's going to be another fantastic year on the channel. But thank you for your patience. Thank you very much for bearing with me with this rather weird January. This is the thing, I'm a relatively healthy person. I would do a lot of walking. I do a lot of kind of like fitness and stuff. I balance all of that junk food and beer with a lot of fitness. You know, what went on out there in the last year or two has kept me really thin. We've got some German Kronbacher to review. Anyway, there's lots and lots of beers coming to the channel. Thank you very much for your patience. Everything is good, everything is fine. I feel amazing for that 30 to 31 days off. So on we go, onwards and upwards. Thanks for watching. Put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom, cheers.